Alright, give me the mic. I'll go. G on my belt and the thing behind it. Run up on me, boy, bet you won't try it. Gold in my mouth, freestyle or write it. I spit about a girl who gets excited when I see it, cause she love me and I know she like it. I wrote a little song, baby, go like this. I don't ever wanna leave you.
Welcome back to another wonderful episode of DadDimes. As always, I'm DJ, the Fat Alcoholic, and over here we have Mr. Whiskey Connoisseur himself, Justin. How you doing, Justin?
You know, I'm having a good night. We're talking about whiskey. We're going to go into another bottle. We are in week seven?
Seven.
This is big number 7 because believe it or not, as we start going into this world of the old podcast, 7 is right where it either dies or it lives on forever. So we're on 7.
We're on the way to immortality. Immortality.
So I'm here. You're here.
I'm here. Today's actually a very special episode. We have our first guest here on the old DadDimes.
DadDimes.
We have artist Eric James. How you doing, Eric?
Good, how are you guys doing?
Doing fantastic. The opening music that you heard was Don't Ever by Eric James. Eric, please promote anything you got going on right now.
What up, it's Eric James. Go follow me on Instagram and TikTok at EricJames_official. And check out my new single I just released called Single Again on all platforms.
Right on, man.
So the single that is single.
The single is single again, except he's not single again.
But it's single again, the new single.
Correct.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds right.
I'm figuring it out.
There it is.
Cool.
There it is.
All right. Well, you know, I'm excited. We have the whole Insta thing going on as well. We have X,
Facebook,
Twitter is X.
Twitter is X. Yeah.
Facebook,
Yeah.
Facebook,
TikToker.
TikTok. We're actually doing pretty good on TikToker.
Yeah, let's move
I
on.
saw that.
Instagram. We got an Instagram.
We are Insta-ing.
Insteen.
Okay.
And we are going to be dabbling into some YouTubes and stuff like that coming here shortly. We're working out some kinks on that. But,
Doing some lives.
I mean, it's going to be some cool stuff going on here at the old DadDime studio. As you can see, we're in a new studio. Well, I guess you can't see
At
quite
some
yet,
point.
but you'll be able to see. We've actually moved from the upstairs to the dungeon, which is the DadDime studio, or the House of Pain, or
Whatever you're
the
feeling that
basement.
day.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we have, and at some point you're going to be able to see this. It is, we're working out the video encore thing. It's going to be great. We have the background with the whiskeys. We have new tables. We have the ability to have guests in here, and we are moving forward. Today we are talking about looks like a good bourbon.
Yeah, I've
We'll
had
get
it
there.
once.
We'll see what happens.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Another Costco find, if I'm not
Costco.
mistaken. But
Still waiting for that sponsorship.
Yeah, Kirkland, fuckers.
You need to get on that.
Jesus. I mean, I've wrote the CEO twice. I've sent him pictures of my boobs. No response.
Nothing.
I don't know if it's a he, to be honest with you. I don't know what they identify as, but I did send boob pics. Haven't gotten them back.
Wow.
All of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are going to be popping this thing open, and this is the Heaven Hill.
Is the Heaven Hill Straight Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey. This bottle is 7 years old. It's bottled in bond. For our listeners that remember, that just means it goes through federal regulations.
Federal regulations.
It's 50 proof, which means, or it's
100
proof,
proof?
50% alcohol by volume.
Oh, you're learning. We're getting up there in the old knowledge base. This is awesome, man.
Yeah.
You're going to be me in no time, and I'm not even going to be needed anymore.
I think you are.
No, I appreciate that about you.
You're the one that brings this together.
We're working.
Absolutely.
We're making it happen.
We're not working. We're having fun.
Never have a bad day fishing.
Nope. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pop the bottle.
Let's do it. Oh, yeah.
Our first pour here.
And you are old enough to consume alcohol. That's why you're here.
Yes.
Eric,
Yeah.
You got carted at the door. That's all I know.
I was there at his birth.
He was.
I am his father.
That's part of DadDimes, is actually being there.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of dads aren't. I was.
Do you remember that day?
What?
It was like yesterday, wasn't
He
it?
was crying like a little bitch the whole time.
When I was born?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
pussy.
About time.
Alrighty. Well,
that
it's
looks
got a
amazing.
beautiful color. I'd say it's caramel, huh?
Caramel.
Caroline.
Nice caramel color to it. It's been in that barrel for how long?
7 years.
7 years. Mm-hmm. Had some time to breathe. Really take in that oak, the char.
Oh, yeah.
Bring in the vanillas. What are you smelling?
You get that oak, for sure.
It smells like wood.
Huh.
It smells like a barrel.
I'd say it's got a sweeter smell to it.
Yeah.
It's like maybe, I don't know. Your palate could pick it up better. What do you tell me?
Well,
What do you smell?
if you were a Pooh Bear, you'd be smelling what?
Cocaine.
That honey.
Oh, honey. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, you have the honeys, the vanillas. I smell it.
Yeah.
Again, open your mouth.
I mean, I'm be honest.
You taste it.
I don't smell much these days.
Yours is a plumber. You want to lose your smell.
I limit my smells, and then being a new dad to a 1-year-old that has constant poopy diapers.
Yeah, you don't want to smell anything.
Yeah, my sense of smell is gone.
I get it.
So
What do you smell, Eric?
Bourbon.
I smell bourbon. It tastes like bourbon.
smells
Oh,
like burning.
We're going to go ahead and do a little swirl.
Is that what we do? Do we swirl it?
Yeah,
We pretend like we have legs.
Yeah.
We just want to look fancy.
No, you don't need a swirl. It's not going to open up any more aromas.
Yeah,
First taste. What do you got?
Oh, it's not too. I don't think it's too hot at the.
It's not burning yet. Now,
Yeah.
they're saying that Heaven Hill has a lingering effect. That you're gonna taste it. It's gonna engulf the palate.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna feel it all the way down the chest. It's gonna open up. You're gonna feel the nice warmth. It's gonna coat the stomach, and then probably tomorrow
Diarrhea.
it's gone.
Oh. Now I can feel. I definitely feel the lingering. It lingered on my
Yeah.
tongue. I'm fortunate enough not to get the chest burn and the stomach burn,
That's
but
good.
it's definitely got that lingering on the tongue.
What are you tasting? It's warm. It's warming me up. Granted, it was negative 17 2 days ago, so anything is warming me up these days. We had a peak today, a nice warm up. 32 degrees was our high.
Swimming weather.
Yeah,
Although Saturday when I was at your house and we were in the hot tub,
yeah.
I did cold plunge as well, and it was -6.
It was freezing.
Wasn't even that cold.
Not compared to this. This will warm me up.
I had like 1 or 2 drinks.
I don't remember. That's what made it such a good night.
Oh yeah. What are you tasting, Justin?
You got the vanillas. It's there. You can taste the actual oak. You could smell it. You could taste it here.
Yep.
Right? You get the depth of it. I taste a little bit of honey. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the vanillas. I'm feeling the...
Yeah. I'm not quite tasting the vanillas, but I do taste the oaky and the honey for sure.
Yeah, my tongue's starting to get a little numb. So this is perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly where I need to be.
Oh yeah. Well,
What are you...
you
anything?
down it.
I taste bourbon, man.
My refined palate tastes bourbon. Tastes good.
You taste
I don't think
burning.
I've been in this game long enough.
Well, you have to start somewhere.
Yep.
Correct.
DadDimes is where we start and where we finish.
And that's why you have so many kids.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so
You can't even ask me to pull out of a driveway. I can't pull out of anything.
5 more kids after that. It's crazy.
Although, I did have the greatest surgery known to man. Actually, it's coming up on 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. And that is a vasectomy. The greatest thing I've ever... The greatest... 100% recommend it to everyone.
I got a question for you. Now, this is a solid question. This is a serious question.
All right.
So we have to get the serious face on. Now that we're being watched,
sit up.
this is serious face.
Okay.
What bird brings babies?
That would be a stork.
The stork brings the babies. What bird prevents babies?
That's a good question.
A crow?
The swallow.
has.
Dad Dime of the week.
Absolutely.
So what's going on this week other than frigid cold, meaning that your kids don't have to go to school because it's a little nippy outside.
And it wasn't even fucking cold yesterday. It was like positive temperatures all day,
It was
right?
beautiful.
Yeah.
I looked outside and was like, oh, back in the day when I had to go to school uphill both ways.
With duct tape on my shoes and holes in my jeans.
You had duct tape?
I did.
Wow, you were living life.
My dad was a carpenter. So, handyman.
Was
I
he
don't know what he was.
the carpenter?
That's my father.
Oh,
Different carpenter.
okay.
My dad was the drunk guy on the job sites, probably passed out in the corner.
So kind of same. One made water into wine, and the other one drank wine until.
Well, one made beer into pee.
Oh,
So
that's the body.
That
That's
is.
where you need to be.
it's your grandpappy right there, boy.
Hey, that's nothing but love. Nothing but love. So on the last show, we were talking about this event that occurred. You had a sold out show that
I
happened.
did, yeah.
Is it your first ever sold out?
It was my biggest show, yeah.
The biggest show.
How
Yeah.
many people were there?
About 500 people in attendance.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It was. It wasn't my show though. It was. I opened for MC Magic,
Okay.
and so together we were the only two performers. So together we sold out the show.
Together as a partnership,
Yep.
you sold it out. It was a big night, and we could follow those reels on the Facebook, the TikTok. Or you're on TikTok.
I am. Yeah, you could check out all the videos on TikTok and.
But you posted all that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people can still see the energy that was occurring during that show.
Right. Right.
And let's be honest, MC Magic didn't have to go out and sell tickets like Eric did. Eric went out there every day just hustling to sell these tickets.
I did.
Of course, he waited till the last minute, but he ended up selling the ones he needed to.
That's a solid promoter right there.
I did. I waited till the last 2 weeks,
Okay.
and then I did sell them all at the flea market and everywhere I could. Man.
Everywhere you could get someone to listen and say, hey, come to this show. It's going to be great. It's amazing. And now you're internationally, you're local, you're city, you're known.
I'm known. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm known.
He's internationally known on the microphone.
Yeah.
That's some 80s rap. Taking it back.
That's taking me way back. I don't even remember being alive more than 5 years in the 80s.
I think that's all we were alive for.
Just to date something. I don't know.
And I got 14 tickets that I bought from him if you guys want to get a ticket.
For the show that's already happened.
Already done. Yeah, I'll have him autograph them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Memorabilia. All kinds of memorabilia. Sorry, I get the buzzy. It's because, historically, the Amazon deliveries are not from me. I don't order anything. All of a sudden, I have like 57 packages each week. Don't know who's that's coming from.
If you're married, you understand.
Yeah,
We get the same.
get it. I know. That's why we know our Amazon driver by first name.
Hector, he's a good guy.
I will say, I just started using Amazon, and it is life changing. They have everything.
You just experienced this?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's for real. I mean, I'd order stuff when I had like a gift card every now and then, but like now I'm really using Amazon.
Yeah.
My kid came home right around the end of the year last year and like, oh, we're going to have this holiday party and, they're asking parents to sign up to get all of these treats. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be like a parent. I'm going to sign up and be like, yeah, I'm going to get the easiest treat I can find. And that's going to be those little Christmas tree frosted cakes, right? You can find those everywhere.
Zebra cakes, but Christmas tree.
But Christmas trees.
Yeah.
And sold out.
Yep.
Like Colorado wide.
Damn.
Checked out Amazon, same day delivery.
Yep.
Yeah. Amazon's amazing.
Justin says that, I'm going to do the easy thing, but for Halloween, for several years, it's like, we got to raise candy, and whoever has the most poundages of candy, they win a prize. And so he comes home from Costco with 14 bags of freaking 10-gallon, or what was it, 10-pound bags of candy from Costco.
Do you know who won?
Bailey's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You know who didn't win? Ellie or Mila.
I was
like, I got one bag for each. I'll get you pizza when you get home. We got Totino's in the house.
You show real love. I show candy love.
Yeah, that's true.
which back in the day would be super weird. Now it's just acceptable.
Yeah.
Right? You're not supposed to get into cars with strangers. Uber.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
You're not
true.
supposed to stay home alone either. When you're, what, 9, 10?
Because shenanigans can happen. I mean, I watch the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, you make choices.
Yeah. I actually went through it in real life, actually.
Yeah.
I go to work. My wife goes to work. At the time, my sister-in-law stood with us. She takes the kids to school. And then 11 o'clock, I get a phone call. Hello, this is Thornton Police Department. We have your son, Eric. I'm like, how the hell do you have this guy? Your neighbor across the street called and said he found him wandering on Thornton Parkway.
Wandering.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I was hungry. I wanted snacks.
So
Did you get your snacks?
No.
I go pick him up. I get a ticket for it. And explain what was your thought process of staying home?
Well, you see,
What had really happened was...
What
it's been misconstrued over time. You know,
I've heard that.
I've in actuality, what happened was I was watching TV, and I totally spaced telling my aunt that I needed a ride to school, anything like that, and
That's not the story you told us.
That's not the story
I was trying
the
not to get in
police
trouble.
told you.
The story he told us is, and this was like probably 6 years after the fact. Well, no, I watched Home Alone and I wanted to see what it would be like if I stood home alone.
And what'd you realize?
Dad had to get a lawyer. Fight that child neglect charge.
I found out that it is not cheap to stay home alone.
Oh, man. Which reminds me, he still owes me money for that. So that's in the books.
Well, the good news is he is an up-and-coming star. The star is born. I'm excited for the next show. Just know that 2 of those tickets are now pre-sold. So for the other 498,000, because we're doing big venues now.
yes,
But 2 of them are gone.
You got something in the works that may happen, which I'm excited for because I love this guy. Tell us about that.
So my next show is going to be about April, May-ish. It's still in the works. They haven't paid him for the venue or to do the show. But they're working on it. They're trying to get a date set up. But it is going to be with the Mexican OT.
That Mexican OT, who he's on TikTok everywhere.
Oh,
He is.
He might not show up on your TikTok, Justin.
well, I mean, I don't know what's out there. Probably, I will start. Look, I will dabble in the OT.
Oh, he's dope.
Back when I worked at McDonald's, they would all listen to him. That's when I first got introduced to him, and I was about 16 at the time. And then recently, just overnight, he blew up insanely big.
Okay,
like through the roof.
So I will be looking at and tagging Mexican OT in all of our socials coming out of this today. Need to bring it back to the bourbon. This is still a bourbon review. We're still on the rocks. That is DadDimes On the Rocks that we do every Wednesday. This is a 1935 family-owned company.
Yeah.
The downside is I'm out, which means
Samesies.
it is time to go on the rocks. Let's change it up.
Excuse me.
Really? This is a family show?
It's got some bird to it.
Oh, it
Some
doesn't
burn.
burn. Hair and knuckles, I was always told that growing up.
I learned that I can't say something about you having a vagina because that's offensive to some of our audience listeners.
Hey, gender is fluid.
I know. I've learned.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I've learned.
You're getting better. I could see that.
Yeah. No, I'm not. You should hear what I say.
No, it'll get you banned on such things as Activision.
I still only got the one. I got the warning.
You got a warning. Okay.
I wonder how long how long the warning's for. Is it like a month long and then I'll get another warning, or is it just like you're banned for whatever?
I think they do 7 days for the first ban, is what I've heard. I didn't personally know. They mute you.
It's true. You could get comms banned.
And then
That's why I go party chat.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, hey, I can't hear you. Yeah, you don't want to hear. So we are on the rocks, which means that we're going to dilute this a little bit. That's going to open up some more flavors. You can actually see the separation. Take a look.
Dilution, yeah.
Dilution
Is the solution
to pollution.
to pollution.
Hazmat 101.
Yep. Never took it.
At some point, we'll go into hazmats and bomb schools and all kinds of other stuff that I've had the opportunity of going through. And those experiences, great experiences. Lots of education, getting to the point where we're at today, and then I can't use any of it.
You can. On DadDimes.
On DadDimes, we could talk about it, but I can't use it in the old profession.
It kind of reminds me of like when there's a poop stain on the toilet and you pee really hard on it to knock the poop stain off.
Yeah, I got knocked off.
That's like dilution, solution, pollution.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Oil rig dumps a bunch of oil.
Pee on it real hard. It's gone.
It'll dilute it.
You just got to pee real hard.
All right, we're adding water to it. We're adding a little bit of ice to it. What are you tasting? It mellows it considerably, very quickly.
It takes the... I didn't think it had a strong burn.
If there was burn, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no more.
Kind of dilutes the flavor
way
slightly.
It tastes so good.
Kind of dilutes the flavor a little bit. You don't get that real honey.
Yeah.
You still get the oak, though.
The oak's still there.
Yeah.
The vanillas are still there. It's not as prominent. But yeah,
It's
brings
good.
that way back.
Yeah. No, I like it. And not bad for a Costco find at, I think, $40. So it's very...
That's a reasonable
It's
find.
a reasonable find. If you're looking for a good bottle, that's not expensive. $40.
It's a good option.
Yeah, I would. I mean,
At the Co.
I'd put it in my collection for sure. It's good.
You're going to put it on the shelf?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
the shelf.
Yeah, the only one that we're missing is State 38 because it was so delicious.
Oh,
it's
that's gone. Yeah, I gotta get another one.
No, we don't. We have to reach out to State 38 and tell them that we're in desperate need.
Well, they got several flavors. So they got a peat moss smoked one. We should try. And they got several others, but so they should send it to us.
I'm hoping.
Especially because I was their plumber at one time.
You did some great work
Yeah,
because they're still around. They're
Yeah.
not flooded right now.
they're not flooded
Because of your work.
They could drain. There was so much grain inside the drain lines, and
I
that's
wonder
why.
why.
Yeah, I was like, can't do that, man. You gotta get a strainer or something.
You need to strain that out.
Or you could do it and pay $1,500 every time I come out.
I'll keep coming back.
Yeah, I'll
every
do it.
time. Make me come back.
Oh yeah.
You're getting buzzed, man. You're popular.
Yeah, it's all day.
All day, every day.
All day.
What's Grinder?
that is Gmail. Don't do me like that.
I don't know what Grinder is, but
I saw the G. I can't see anymore. So
We're just gonna
makes sense.
do that.
So we're gonna move into a hell of a week for the NFL. What happened?
oh yeah, there are some good games. All my predictions came out. I had money on it. I made a parlay and I had money on it, and the only fucking game that didn't hit was your Dallas Cowboys.
I expected so much more from them.
They shit the fucking bed.
Yeah, I think they know that.
Oh my god. Not only that, fucking oh gosh. So they just came out today saying they're gonna keep Mike McCarthy, but the head coach, and I'm like, Bill Belichick's out there. Get Bill, he'll get you there.
Yeah, Bill needs to come to Denver.
Oh, they're not letting go of Sean Payton either. So
That's the choice.
yeah.
It's not a choice I would make. As like an NFL aficionado, he needs to go. And you're sitting over here like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. The Dallas Cowboys are a football team. They're America's team.
They are labeled as America's team.
Well,
That I didn't
they weren't
know.
last weekend.
I mean, they haven't won a Super Bowl since what, 95?
Since it mattered.
I was 10. So
The Aikmans, the Smiths, the
but yeah,
Sanders.
I mean, I thought Miami might do a little bit better than they would against Kansas City, and they didn't. They said I was so excited to see the Texans beat the shit out of the Browns, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud looked amazing.
Just felt right.
3 touchdowns in the first half, phenomenal. So Detroit won their first playoff game. That was exciting. First playoff game since '93. So that's really exciting.
They had it coming.
And then the buildup of the whole game is Jared Goff versus the LA Rams, and Matt Stafford was versus the Lions. Which, if you guys don't know, Jared Goff was drafted by the LA Rams first round. Matt Stafford was drafted by Detroit.
St. Louis Rams?
That's a little older, but and then Detroit said
that was the last time I was following the Rams. By the way, is when they were St. Louis.
That's a few years ago.
It's been a minute.
Matt Stafford went to L.A. and the Rams shipped him off to Detroit, saying Jared Goff wasn't good enough, which he wasn't. He lost the Super Bowl. And then Matt Stafford won him the Super Bowl. But it was one of those heartfelt moments in the NFL where you're like, fucking right on, Jared Goff.
It's about time.
Good fucking shit.
You made it.
You did it.
One day you could be almost as cool as DadDimes.
Almost. We should get him on.
Jared Goff? What is that?
Jared Goff.
Shout out Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
How many of those out there? Still haven't heard from Bert.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed. Bert.
I mean, he is busy touring right now.
I mean, he shouldn't be busy enough to not reach out to DadDimes.
Kreischer?
Kreischer. Yeah.
Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, he's my favorite comedian.
Yeah,
He's pretty good.
I don't know.
He should be joining us for DadDimes.
Ever since Theo Vaughn's rise, man, Theo Vaughn, man, I get it.
Theo Vaughn is great.
Yeah.
Love Theo Vaughn.
Not as much as you love Bert, though.
He says some funny stuff. He had this gentleman on there that had Down syndrome, and the guy he had on there, I believe, won a Iron Man competition. So like he's this badass dude. He just happens to have Down syndrome, right? And they're talking about going on.
Which is still badass, by the way.
Yeah,
that makes him more badass.
I mean,
I think it really does.
I'd prefer people.
You're knocking that out, Iron Man style.
I couldn't do none of that.
Where I'm at, like you just.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's that hard to get where I'm at, above where I'm at, but even then, that's pretty.
That's
awesome.
impressive, right?
I like it.
But he's on the podcast, and they're talking about going on a date. And Theo Vaughn's one of those guys. He just says whatever's on his head.
It happens.
And he says the weirdest, most outlandish shit, but it's hilarious, right? Mm-hmm. So he's got this kid on there, and they're talking about going on a date. He's like, yeah, we could invite a couple chicks and invite a couple chicks over, go on a date with them, get them some champagne. And the kid's like, we could get some scotch. And then Theo Vaughn's like, oh shit, if I have too much scotch, I'll have Down syndrome. He says this in front of the kid.
Okay.
Which, I mean, they all laughed.
What did the kid say?
He's like, yeah, you might.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club. You ain't winning any Ironmans. Not Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn hasn't done anything Iron Man style.
Actually, you know what's going on Two Bears, One Cave, which is Bert Kreischer and
I would follow him if you'd
Tom
get on our
Square.
podcast, but whatever.
I mean, I follow them. They're doing a 5K run with a bunch of celebrities in May. And they're trying to do the 5K in less than 23 minutes, which you probably have no problem doing.
I could do that.
I can't.
I could do that. I could carry you doing that.
Can you?
No.
No, you couldn't.
I mean, this 250 pounds is just sexy right here.
It's only 3.1 miles.
It's not that.
Okay. Yeah, that's far.
Are we in?
I ran out of breath tying my shoes to come over here.
I mean, it was. You have to understand how far you have to travel to get on the show. It's a ways. I get it.
It's true.
You gonna do
it? Run? No. Nah. You're tripping.
I've been told that you're a trampoliner, though. You like to trampoline.
I do. I could tear up a trampoline.
You can knock out that.
Yeah, he could tear it up because he goes right through the fucking thing. Fat fuck.
At least he's honest.
I tear it up too.
I know you do.
Oh, jeez.
That's why we don't have our last one.
They're not cheap. Someone's gonna get hurt. So, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting deep in the old listening of the Eric James vibe.
Okay.
And I don't usually do that unless like you're Carrie Underwood or Carl. Just depends on the day.
Or Eric James, apparently.
Not usually, but
he loves Celine Dion as well.
Oh God,
you do?
Mm-hmm.
Angel.
Yeah.
Angel. Nah, I don't know. But I'm listening, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on
Oh, yeah.
at Dad's house.
Well, we're Mexican,
Okay.
So we eat beans.
so we eat beans.
And I was selling them to make us more money. Because we wanted at the time, it was the Xbox One that came out, you know?
At the time.
At the time.
Yeah.
I was selling beans,
Sneaking on my dad's house.
Ain't no shit.
I didn't know shit.
But why would you sneak out? Or is that like a Home Alone issue?
No, that's a different issue.
Yeah.
16. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
But I'm a man now.
Because you're a man now.
I'm a man now, yeah.
That's where we're at.
It took me
And the decisions
whatever
you
that
made
number years.
did not for a lifetime at all. Because you're doing tremendously well. So you got time now. I'm learning. I'm listening.
Yeah, you know, it's a story about growth.
Really, it is.
Y'all have the verse back in no time. I did a solo for a decade. I don't
Solo.
need no fucking cosign.
I think we've done it solo for.
I'm going to say that you still need a cosign, by the way, because, you know, cosigners get you the credit line, and then you need to...
So
I like the song.
That's why he's dating a white.
I love the song.
He's dating a white chick right now. So
Right.
that's the credit score, Bree. Right?
Correct. You know, I rode a jet ski for the first time last year. That was the funnest thing I've ever done in my life.
Did you know, I heard that money cannot buy happiness,
That's a lie.
but you have never seen someone frowning on a jet ski.
That's true.
That's true. That's true, because when I was on that jet ski, I mean, it almost sunk, but I was super happy.
Are you talking about the trash cans filled with water weren't fun that
No.
we used to do for you? That's what we could afford.
Hey,
man.
whoa.
They were
Hang on.
good for what they were.
1 second. Water's in the trash can and jet skis are basically the same
They're
thing.
basically the same thing. If you go in there, then it creates bubbles like jet skis. And if you rock the waves, so
No, I will be
But it's
honest though. When I rode
basically the same.
when I rode a jet ski, I was actually terrified. It was fun after, but I was
But you weren't frowning.
not.
People
Well-
don't frown on jet skis.
Well, that's the thing
I don't
is,
know,
my
man,
lady
I don't
thought it
know.
would be a fun thing to mess with me.
Yeah.
and so she was going fast and spinning and turning.
were
all
you
crazy.
on the back? You're riding bitch to your
Hey, at first I was. Yes, at first I was. But then I manned up. I grew a pair, and
Oh
I
Jesus! What a fucking pussy! It's scary, babe. Slow down. I'm gonna hurt myself.
I think I said that at one time. I did.
That water's coming by so fast.
It was fast. It was scary.
Oh sheesh!
I was terrified.
But
I
you made
told
it
her
through it.
not to tell her dad.
Okay.
He's gonna hear now.
He's going to hear it on DadDimes.
Right? Yeah.
Brian, if you hear this, you could call my son a bitch.
I don't think so. The best part about fear is what's on the other side, and that is
Right.
pure bliss and joy. So you have to go through that fear moment, and then all of a sudden you're going to realize it was all worth it at the end of the day. It might take a minute, and then afterwards you're like, that was great. But that
Correct.
fear part of it is the thing that stops a lot of people. You have to go beyond that to feel what the rest of it's going to be like in life. So it's
Right.
like,
And now that I look back on it, it was one of the most fun times I've experienced.
So I guess the most important question is, when are we going?
Babe? They were her jet skis.
All right.
wait. We're just finding out she has jet skis?
That's what I'm
dude,
saying.
and a boat.
It's
hang on.
January 17th.
Bringing it back to the whiskey, now that this bombshell just hit us.
Yeah.
You have a boat? You've been fishing forever over here.
Fuckface, huh?
Whatever. You know, God.
Does your dad like fishing?
A little bit.
A little bit? So
Well,
you're
he's
saying we need to bring
I'm
his
pretty sure
joy
he's gonna,
back out?
He's
in him?
going to like it again.
It's because the kids just sometimes drain their joy of stuff. Like
That's why he got a boat.
That's why he got a boat. He's like, I'll pull you fuckers, but I really want this trout, you know.
At some point, I'm going to cut the line. Bye.
Whoop. You got your vest, right? All right, see ya.
You did this.
We'll
I'm
get
exci-
him.
I'm
We'll get him
excited
liking
about that.
fishing again.
I'm excited about fishing from a jet ski. I've never done that before.
I haven't either.
We're going to.
You
Bass
can do
fish.
that.
I bet you we can.
Yeah,
I haven't been told no yet.
we're gonna try.
If you've listened to past episodes, he has a privilege number. He's in.
Thank you, state of Colorado.
Yeah, appreciate that. Got to bring it back to the bourbon because we are hitting time. We're over time, but we're going to keep going because you know what? This is a first guest, first time that we have an all-star rapper.
Yeah, I'm a rapper. Yeah,
Hip hop.
Just you can call me. You can actually call me
country.
Call me an artist.
So you're kind of like a rapper?
Yeah,
that's a quote from my sister.
Check
out Go Easy, Eric James.
We're going to go back to Go Easy. I like it because you just got to go easy. Maybe, and I'm going to throw this out there, at some point, I know this is a big ask because this is Dad Dimes, and we ask for only the greatest and latest on our 10,000 TikTokers and 40,000 views on the last thing, this bottle. I don't know. People love this bottle.
By the way, congratulations.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I mean, Justin does most of the work.
That is big
we got
numbers.
We got social media management. We got sound engineers. We have video engineers.
They're all named Justin.
Every one of them.
Whiskey aficionados. There's two of us.
They're all named Justin.
It's both.
My title is the Fat Alcoholic. That's what I am.
I've heard him say that on every episode.
Not every. Because there was a dip in time, but we brought it back. It's back.
Yeah. People liked it. My wife didn't. I'm like, it is what it is, babe.
I thought it was funny.
I think she liked it, but she was like, we got to filter it just a little bit. We have to make sure that it's right to be able to push that title. And now, from June 1st, I'm going to do a target date. June 1st, we're going to start doing a merch line with Fat Alcoholic t-shirts.
Yep.
I love that.
Right now we got the Dad Dimes. I'll show the screen here.
You're going to get the first edition.
Yep.
I would love that.
Edition 1.
Edition 1.
Yeah.
So we need a 4X for him.
All right.
1 out of 5, neat. No ice. When it does not, when it's just whiskey, no ice, no dilution, neat. 1 out of 5. What would you rate it? 1 being horrible, you'll never drink it again. 5 being, I'm going to have this in my collection each and every day for the rest of my life.
I did like it. It burned a little bit, but then again, I'm not used to drinking bourbon. I just drink party drinks, you know. So
that hypnotic.
My lady drinks that. I don't drink that.
How many?
I drink White Claws. Drink White Claws.
White Claws.
I'm glad.
This is the reason why we don't have anyone come on there. White Claw.
Just to be clear, the DNA test said he was 99.8% my child, so there's still 0.8% chance that he's not.
You know what's really funny about my brother? 1 out of 5. What do you think?
I would give it a 4. I'd definitely buy it again.
4?
A 4?
A 4, neat. No ice. Okay.
Yeah, I did like it. I do drink whiskey often, but this is probably one of the better ones. But you do it
in mixed party drinks at
Red Stag.
No, that was a joke.
Bahama Mama.
I usually drink Buffalo Trace.
You know what? I think if
we got a bottle right there.
Yeah, we have it in the stack.
It's not a top shelfer, but
it's what
I was trying to rate them.
I mean, that's some pretty good stuff.
It's pretty good. There's some in there that we're excited for the next for the upcoming weeks.
Yeah,
not there yet, but we're getting there. Neat. 1 out of 5.
My rating for the neat, as I drink it with ice, I liked it. I'm gonna give it probably a 3.5. Neat.
I'm saying 3.8.
3.8?
I'm saying 3.8 because they actually have a lot of love in 7 years.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of organic bourbon that you can pull out of a barrel to get a honey flavor that is not infused with a secondary flavor palette. So this is pretty good.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed.
It's definitely better with ice.
Well, so we're adding the ice. So we're going on the rocks, which is the show, DadDimes on the Rocks. What's the rating? 1 out of 5. You add some ice, you cool it down, you bring out some flavors, a little bit of dilution. It mellows it out and help those that can't enjoy the fire that is bourbon.
I would say I give it a 3 with ice, only because here's this: the flavor's gone. The flavor's gone.
The flavor does go down a little bit,
and the flavor was really good. I could mind the burn. I put up with that, but the flavor is what I like the most.
3, okay.
3.5 neat. You can still taste the honey, but the other flavor notes aren't there with it on the rocks. But I do like it a little bit better with ice.
Okay.
So I'm going to go from a 3.5 neat to a 3.8 on the rocks.
Okay. I don't know if it's the negative 17 talking, but I like a cold drink.
Yeah.
And when it cooled that thing down, and then you started getting like some sipping going on, I could still feel the flavors were dulled down. By all means, that's what happens.
Right.
I'm going to bring it up to a 4. I think it's right at a 4. You add the rocks, it cools. I mean, but we're in a cold climate. We're just coming out of the horrible frozen snap that was Colorado.
We were actually colder than Antarctica a couple days, or at least one of the days.
It felt like it.
Yeah.
I felt like an Eskimo.
You look like one.
Yeah, I mean, hey, thanks. Slimming.
An albino Eskimo.
Hey, so I just found out my dad's mom's side, significant Indian blood.
Oh, really?
Like going back to the Trail of Tears.
Hell yeah.
I might be able to get the card.
I mean,
I don't know if I have enough in me, but maybe.
I could give you some more.
Damn.
For all those listening, that might be my wife. He did not mean what you think he meant.
No, I did.
And you know she listens to this every week. So, okay.
Good.
4.0.
Every week.
She's catching up.
She's catching up.
She's catching
That's
up.
true.
1935 distillery, Kentucky bourbon, which is, I mean, it's legit bourbon that's coming out of Kentucky. That's where
it's good, too.
Out of. We have a Texas bourbon over here on the side.
Garrison?
Garrison.
Yep.
They're branding it bourbon. Man, it's not coming from Bourbon County.
So it's just a whiskey at that point,
right? It's I would say the black gold, which comes out of Texas, that might be the brown gold.
Okay.
And I'm not
when I
talking-
hear brown gold, as a plumber, I think of shit, but okay.
Well,
Which,
caramel gold.
I like it.
To make it feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Caramel.
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 We are way over time, but you know what? It has been a great time. I appreciate it. We have the On the Rocks. We have the neat. We've had the opportunity and the pleasure of having such a great guest. Thank you for being guest number 1. We need to mark this in history.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
Numero uno.
Absolutely.
And until next week on Dad Dimes, have a great week. We appreciate everything you do. God bless America. Always drink responsibly, and
I was going to send you a song that we could go out on.
okay.
Eric's new single.
Sure,
I thought
single
you were
again.
gonna.
It's the single again.
The single. I'm sorry.
You know,
meant to send it
if
to
you
you.
were on top of this, man, I was going to. We'd all be in right now. But this is taking a minute. We are like 43, and if someone is staying with us this long, I want to tell you I appreciate you.
Oh, they're staying with us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All the loveliness coming from our hearts. And Eric's single again is a pretty good choice. Heaven Hill, if you love the burn of whiskey, definitely pick it up. Drink it neat. It's wonderful. Thank you guys for joining us, staying on this long. Thank you.
Eric James, Solar okay.
I tell her, hoe back up. I don't fuck with broke bitches, hoe gon' get your cash up. She getting mad and she sad cause I act up. I tell her this what you get from a rapper. I don't wanna hurt you, but you're damn right sure something I do not really deserve you. Doing what you doing, then you reverse it on me. Acting stupid, acting crazy, I don't want apologies. I don't wanna hear that shit when I come home late, telling me that I better be on my way. Think I'ma cheat when I need my space, 10K in the bank, don't know why I stay. You different, yeah, you changed. You ain't on them games that you play. Yo, stop the cap, ho, that's lame. Yo, stop the cap.